In case some of y'all don't know, yes, I did go to Atlanta for the Streamer University open applications. It was
until further details could be confirmed. Due to some hostile responses toward law enforcement, police made 7 arrests and 3 individuals were charged with disorderly conduct.
It was an experience. So let me take you guys all the way back to Wednesday. It's 7 p.m. and I was sitting in front of my sister and she was asking me and everything, like, yo, what's going on? We doing this or not? Like, I'll help you if you really want to go. And at the time, I truly believed that this was a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity that I had to, do it. But not just because I wanted to, but because I felt like everybody who depends on me and everybody who ever believed in me and everybody who's ever supported me, I felt like I had a responsibility to try and, make it. Because it's not really about getting into Stream University, it's about the connections and about the networking and about all the whole experience and meeting people that are also in your same track. Because my mom doesn't want me to go because she didn't want me to go alone, obviously. She just didn't want me to go through that because she knew that it's dangerous. I sat in front of my mom and I told her like, yo, I gotta do this, like I have to. At the end of the day, I got dressed and I went. My mom did help me. She said she wasn't going to, but she only said that because she didn't want me to go, and she did help me. She was a big help in the whole thing. I got to the bus station around 10:40. I had to go around 10:55, and I was on that bus, and the whole time I was just thinking like, dude, what am I doing, man? What am I doing, bro? But it came to a time when I was on the bus and I was thinking like, damn, like this is really an adventure. Like, bro, I'm on my solo shit, bro. I'm really locked in. I'm really dialed in, bro. Like, who else is doing this? Nobody else is doing this. Like, nobody is going 8 hours on a bus to go and meet Kais and that. I don't promise you nobody else got on a bus that day. Or maybe they did. I don't know. I was on that bus and worst seating ever, by the way. It was the worst seat ever of all time. I've never sat in somewhere more uncomfortable in my entire life. I didn't even sleep. I did not even sleep. Because it was so uncomfortable. I think I maybe slept like maybe a half an hour. Maybe 2. It was horrible. It was the worst moment of my life. Literally. Finally get to Atlanta at 7. By the way, anytime I would try to go to sleep, the lights would turn on because she would stop at a stop. Also, somebody was burping or something. It smelled like the combination of a burp and a dirty diaper in the bus. Almost 3 hours in, I was dying, bro. I could not handle it, bro. I genuinely wanted to go home. At this point, I already wanted to leave. I already did not want to be here, but it was already too late. I was already en route, on my way, going, right? And like I said, I had to do this. I felt like I had to, right? So finally I get to Atlanta, and truth be told, I don't want to talk about a lot of the places. I don't want to shame anybody that lives there. I don't want to maybe anybody that lives there thinks that I'm talking trash about their city. But hey, 7 in the morning, saw a couple crackheads. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm alright, right? So I'm just talking about it just to make jokes and shit, but it's okay. Get on a Uber and I go all the way to a Dunkin' Donuts where I was supposed to wait the whole time, right? As I get out of the Uber, I'm looking at the Dunkin'. Dude, it looked like the homeless guardians were protecting that fucking Dunkin', because there was 4 different people standing outside. Maybe they weren't homeless. Who knows? But they definitely did not look, upstanding citizens, alright? That's all I'm gonna say. They did not look upstanding citizens at all. But you know, I walked by, nothing happened. So maybe I'm judging the book by its cover too harshly. How about that? Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm the problem, right? So I walk inside the Dunkin', and I'm looking around. And actually, I don't look around. I go straight to the counter because I gotta order something so I can stay there, right? I order a bacon, egg, and cheese bagel. Worst bagel of my entire life, by the way. It had my stomach hurting and cramping for the next 12 hours. Horrible experience. I order, I pay and everything, and I start looking around. This Dunkin' Donuts got no seats. It got no chairs. It got no nothing. Bro, I was so mad. I was genuinely furious because this is where I was supposed to stay. But to be honest, I didn't even want to stay there. I didn't even want to stay there, bro. So I got out of the Dunkin', and as I'm walking, my sister, she sends me a location of a diner nearby. And I was like, all right, perfect. I'm just walk there it's like maybe a minute away. But I walked the wrong way and everything. I walked by this guy. He's like, God bless you, brother. I was like, God bless you. Not God bless you. Right? So I get to the diner. I walk inside. I sit down. I order orange juice. And I had to, you know, it's, by the way, at this time it's like 7:40. I still got 2 hours for KC30 drops that location. So I couldn't go anywhere. I didn't have anywhere to go. So I'm sitting there, bro. So as I'm sitting there, I'm just like, I don't know what I really want to eat, you know. So the whole time I'm just stalling her. A poor lady, man. A poor lady. I was stalling her. She was so nice, by the way. Best place ever. If you're ever in a little, me personally, a little expensive. It's a little bougie, but it seems like a nice place. It's called Landmark Diner. If I've ever seen that. I don't know if you've ever been there. Boom, it's a W spot. The fries were pretty good. I ordered a side of fries. She brought me ketchup and everything, you know. Only thing I'm gonna say, put some ice on the orange juice. Like, it's just me preference because the juice wasn't very cold. So I was like, you know, if I had some ice, it would have been better. But at the end of the day, the fries were good. And if I had to rate the place, I'd probably give like a 9 out of 10. Anyways, moving on. So it's finally 9. I checked the Instagram, nothing. 901, nothing. 902, nothing. 903, nothing. 904. There it is! The fucking invitation. The fucking place that I have to go. And I'm just like, oh shit. So I'm calling the lady. I'm like, yo, I gotta go. So I go, I walk up to the front, I pay, right? And she's like, what, you gotta go to class? And I was like, something like that. I call an Uber, I get there. The nicest Uber that I've ever had in my entire life. Actually, I think the only bad Uber I had was the first one because he was a little mad because I made him wait. But nicest lady ever. She even waited for me to get inside the area because she didn't know if the door was open or not. It was like an underground parking lot. They're building like an underground location, so to make sure that I'm safe and sound and perfect. And I just felt so cared for, you know. 10 out of 10 Uber. If I could put 10 stars, I would put 10 stars, but I could only put 5. But as I go upstairs, I see these 2 guys, and they're ready to, like, they're recording and they're already recording. By the way, guys, I'm not trying to record any of this because like the waiting, I was trying to record once I get inside because I didn't have a lot of phone battery. Without my phone, without this tool right here, I couldn't have done anything. I would have been stuck. I would have been stranded. It would have been the worst time of my life. So my nerves were already high. So I was not trying to record. I was not even going to be entertaining because it's just me sitting in a mosh pit for 3 hours. So, by the way, it's like 9:10. Could you believe that there was already like 10,000 people? Already like 10,000 people outside just waiting. It was the craziest thing ever. As I walk up, I'm just, wow, man. I'm just blown away. I'm just blown away by the fact that there's this many people. So I get behind somebody, kind of make it seem, because it kind of seemed like that line was forming. So I was like, you know, I'm trying to get in this line. So I start forming behind them. But then I start looking around, and the line is being formed away from where the door that Kai Cenat said he was gonna be at, or the door that we were gonna enter to was. So the gate, it said gate 2 was this way. Everybody was going the other way. So I was already confused. And out of nowhere, out of absolute nowhere, as I'm sitting in this mosh pit getting pushed, I look up and I see Arky just standing there. It was like so cool just seeing somebody that I knew from online, and like I've never talked to in my entire life. It was such a parasocial moment, I can't even lie. I was like, yo, Arky, and I waved at him. Bro, I could you not, bro, he looked straight in my eyes and went, he just waved back, bro. He waved back, bro. My heart was filled, bro. I was so excited. I was like, dude, I'm here, bro. I've made it, bro. This is the moment, bro. And then some big freaking guy, at least 400 pounds. No disrespect to my bro, right? Because that's big, bro. That's literally big, bro. Bulldozing through the crowd, man. Straight bulldozing. I'm not even lying when I tell you that he was pushing through people, talking about some, y'all better move because I'ma hurt y'all. Y'all better move because I'ma step over y'all. And I'm just like, I'm already scared. I just got here. It's not even an hour before this thing starts, and I'm already scared because this guy is coming straight towards me, like literally straight towards me. So I'm trying to move out the way, but the guy behind me apparently doesn't get the memo that I'm about to get crushed, and he just doesn't move. So I'm like these, and I just feel I swear my ribs were getting crushed, bro. I felt my ribs. I could not breathe. Like that's the first time I could breathe because I'm a master at breathing, but I could not move, and it hurt. It like generally hurt standing there. So he finally moves out the way. He finally pushes through everybody, knocks over the security fences. I don't know if you've ever seen, like if you've ever been to an event, you know those like metal fences. He knocks over the fence, and I guess everybody just says fuck it because they just rush the Ticketmaster area, the ticket center area where you buy the tickets, the ticket booths, and it's just chaos. Everybody's getting pushed, and I'm standing on the corner like these, and some guy goes, oh wait, my foot. His foot got stuck on the metal fence. By the way, it's an hour in and we're already about to get our foot killed. We're about to get our foot destroyed, buddy. What are we doing? But so obviously I walk around it because I'm not gonna be in this mess. Okay? He looked like he was alright. Maybe. I actually didn't see him for the rest of the time there. But how was I supposed to see him anyways? There was 10,000 other people to worry about. So everybody's just pushing, and I just go, okay, wait. So if this is really gonna go down like this, then right now I gotta get my spot right now so I know where I'm gonna stand when all this goes down. So I stand by the gate 2, and as I'm sitting there at gate 2, in the State Farm center, in the State Farm Stadium, there's some staircases leading down for like a side entrance, and I'm seeing a bunch of people group up, and they're sitting down there, and I'm just thinking, guys, that's not gate 2 at all. That is not gate 2. That has never been gate 2, and I don't think Kai Cenat will ever let you guys go through that entrance, right? But maybe, you know, I was low-key wondering, bro. So I was like tiptoeing through the middle. I was going like these. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to think. And then, as I'm sitting there, a bunch of police show up. They call for backup, obviously, but there was already police there. But they definitely called for backup because they saw the sheer amount of people there. So they all disappeared, and they came back, and they were telling all of us that because, by the way, the door that said gate 2 was surrounded and just covered by people. They were pressing on the glass. That's how bad it was. Like, if you were in the front, you were probably getting slammed into the wall. So they were telling everybody that it had moved to the FIFA stadium, the soccer stadium. And I was like, well, what if it did though? Because, I don't know, Kai Cenat, no, he already shut it down. He already canceled it once. Maybe he's trying to do a little slim gym and just tell everybody to come here, so the mess is here, and then everybody goes to the other entrance, and then it's better. But I should have realized that it's literally only 9:40. So if he's gonna do this, he probably would have done that later. Like, he would have told everybody, yeah, you go to the FIFA area later. But all those cops were ran by the State Farm people. I don't even think I told them to do that. So I walk all the way to the FIFA stadium with a bunch of other people. It was like maybe 100 people walking with me. And we realized they lied, obviously. They obviously lied, because why would they lie? It's literally a packed crowd. They want to make sure, they want to disperse everybody so they can take control. So I walked my ass back, actually run, because I was not about to miss my spot. So when I get back, I get in the middle of the mosh pit. I'm like in the middle of it. I'm gonna put some videos. Probably videos are gonna start flooding in. Do the whole thing of put pictures and videos. I took like maybe a 24-second video of me just sitting in the crowd, kind of aura farming, because I didn't want to waste a lot of battery, but I did want to show everybody in case, because I didn't want people to think this was AI, okay? I was not AIing myself in Atlanta. This was real, okay? So I didn't want people to believe that I was faking it, so I wanted to make a video showcasing that I was actually there. And as I'm sitting there, just straight chaos ensues again, because a bunch of security guards start pushing through everybody, telling everybody to move, and I'm like, who is this? Who could this be? Who could be so important, right? That they're opening up this mosh pit just for them. And lo and behold, Bambi from the Drewski Coulda Been Love season 1 starts walking by, but not just her and her baby.
That ain't me, Bob. What's her name? What's her name? Goddamn.
She has the stroller. She's carrying around her baby on the stroller. It's insane. I took a video of her later. This is her right here. This is her right here. Play it now. Okay, thank you for playing it. Okay. And I was just like, what the fuck is happening? Like, why? I also saw Chop Neck, or whatever his name is. I don't know. It's the guy that has like no neck. That gets made fun of for having no neck. I saw him, but from far away. I was not trying to take pictures or anything with him. I'm not much of a fan, if I could say so myself. But as I was waiting there, for everything to happen, they started pushing people back, like way back, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get out of here, because obviously this is not going anywhere. They don't want us to move from the spot. But when I leave that mosh pit, I realized there's another line forming, an actual line forming, and they're actually at gate 2. So I was like, dude, this is the spot. This is where it's gonna happen. So as I go in that line, my sister calls me and she's like, yo, by the way, there's no backpack policy, so take everything you have and put it in your pockets. And I was like, okay, perfect. That's easy, because I brought a jacket with hella pockets. So I put my portable charger, my chargers, all my cables, because all I brought was cables. All I brought was chargers and cables, so my phone can stay alive. And then I grabbed the bag. It was like a little sling, you know, one of those like little sling bags. And I wrap it up and I fold it and I put it in my pocket. So I'm not using it as a bag. I'm just putting it in my pocket. There's nothing in there. It's empty. Right? And as I get in that crowd and everything, I meet these four guys. And we're just having fun. We're just making jokes. We're cracking. And people are like, why are y'all clip farming? Y'all not even recording. And we were like, bro, the clip farm. It's the clip farm. This is the clip farm, bro. This is the life, bro. You clip farm every day, no matter what. Even if the cameras are on or not. Shout out to those boys. If y'all see this video, bro, please follow me and hit me up, bro. Y'all cool as fuck, bro. And just tell me like how it happened and how everything turned out. But we were sitting there and we were just making fun. We were just laughing and everything. And it felt like I found some people, you know, I could go into this with, right? So finally, it's around, this whole process took maybe 2 hours. Everything I just told you was like 2 hours. So it's around 12:40, and they start opening the gate and start setting it up so people start walking. and I was just so happy, bro. I was like, oh my god, I'm here. I'm at the spot. And everybody, by the way, while I'm sitting in this line, chaos is happening in the other mosh pit. People are trying to get over the gates. People are trying to run at the entrance like they're gonna get through. Like, I don't know what you all thinking, bro. The people who are doing that, I promise you guys are so dumb, bro. Because why are you running? By the way, there's 4 cops, maybe more, right in front of you. You're gonna hop the fence to try to run at the door. Like, what are you even thinking? What were your intentions? Because I promise you were not gonna get in. They was not just gonna be like, oh well, I guess we got through. And the fact that more than one person did it is insane, bro. That mosh pit was chaos. It was literally the definition of a riot. People were screaming, fighting. For what I heard, they were fighting, getting pushed by the cops. Cops were pulling out pepper spray. It was insane. It was chaos. That part was exactly how I thought the whole event was gonna be. Chaos. Am I lying? We're chilling, bro. We dabbing up. We having fun. We laughing. My water's already running low. But it's fine because I'm about to get in, right? I'm about to get in. Everybody starts moving in. Me and the boys are talking about staying together, grabbing each other by our shirts, making sure that we're all lined up and ready so that we all enter one by one, because we're not gonna get separated, and we're not gonna get separated. We're gonna stick together. And as I pull out my ID, show it to the cop, lifts up my jacket flap, sees the bag rolled up in my pocket, takes it out. What is this? Oh, it's just nothing. It's nothing. Why would you care? Because why would you care? Why would you care? Tells me I have to throw it away. I panic. Start looking around. I try to give it to a cop. Tell her to, like, go. Can you go throw that away for me, please? She says no. She says no. I throw it on the ground. Pick it back up. Pick it up. No, you can't get through. You can't get through. Pick it up. Pick it up. I pick up the bag. Walk over. They open up the gate. The fences. I run to the trash. Throw it away. Come back. It's already closed. My friends are all looking at me. My new friends. The people that we're supposed to all be together and we're all supposed to walk in together. One of them tries to help me. The other two are too excited to care. And as I sit there, I'm just so depressed. I just spent 12 hours of my life trying to get here to this moment, to get through those doors. For nothing, because I got kicked out because I had a bag rolled up in my pocket. It was generally hard for me. It was a soul crushing moment, and I'm not the type to give up too easy. But I called my sister and I told her, and I just wanted to go home. I felt so defeated. And she yelled at me and she was telling me that it's not even 1 p.m. Cursing at me because, sacrifices definitely were made, The day my sister took me to the bus station, she stepped on 2 nails. Not like on her feet, like she like her car. And got two flat tires in the same day. 2 flat tires. Yeah. You would never even believe this. You would never even think about it. But yeah, 2 flat tires. So she was obviously upset about that because, only happened because she took me there. And Now I'm coming back home with nothing to show for it, no reward, no achievements, no networking, no segue, no pipeway, no pipeline, no segue, no lacrosse, no networking, nothing. Not even an appearance for President, not even a video made because not even a stream created because I didn't want to waste battery. As I'm walking around, and I'm about to cross the street, I'm like, wait, who's that? By the way, I'm still getting yelled at in the phone by my sister. It's Emiru. Not Emiru. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's extra Emily. Extra Emily. And I just hear her going, guys, I don't think we're gonna get in. Only if she knew. Only if she knew that she's standing next to a broken heart, a broken soul. I was gonna talk to her. I wanted to take a picture. I know streamers got more pools, so I was low-key about to beg her to let me go in with her, but I just felt like, first of all, at the time I thought her name was Emiru because it starts with an M. I know Emiru's the other girl. And thank God I didn't say anything because that would have been just like a punch in the face, right? You're coming up to me, you're gonna ask me to get you in, and you don't even know my name. Dude, I would have been mad. I would have been heated. I would have been like, yo, get the fuck out of my face right now. What the fuck? But yeah, needless to say, I didn't go up to her, but I hope she got in. I don't know. I never saw if she got an interview or not. But she's definitely real wholesome. She sounded wholesome in my ear. Whoa, pause. Alright, no. Alright, that sounded weird. Like, from what I heard, she sounded pretty wholesome. I mean, she was on camera, so, you know. But it was crazy to me because I just saw two people that I never thought I would ever see. Extra Emily out of all the people in Atlanta? You would not expect that. You would not expect that. But she was there. She was about to make her line. But I think she left. I'm definitely sure she left because I got back in that line and I promise you she would not have liked that at all. So as I get back in the line, I get behind this guy and three guys and then two girls, and they're all just kind of like chatting, talking, and he kind of looks around, he looks back at me, and he sees my face, my absolute defeated face, and he's just like, what's up, dude? He looks at my face and he's like, it's hot out here, huh? And I was like, I guess, bro. I guess. And he's just like, oh, this is the perfect spot. He starts kneeling and he's like, oh, I got all the air and everything. And I was just like, okay, so you just gave me free spots, so I'm gonna move up. All his whole band of goons just started coming at me. I don't know where they're from. No shade to them, obviously. They seem like cool people. The girl was like, oh, why are you taking this spot? And like, why? And I was just like, why are you getting me out of it? I was just done with it. Honestly, I was just so mad. If they could not understand why I was mad. So obviously, you know, no blame to them and no shade to them or anything. I was just like, why are you getting me out of it? She was like, oh my god, don't try to gaslight me into me thinking that I'm giving you attitude without time. Like, what the fuck? And I was just like, dude, I could care less, man. I told bro, get up, man, just take your spot, bro. Like, you think I care? Be honest. Like, you think I care? I just took the biggest loss of my entire career, and I gotta do this line again. But the thing is, the difference is, there's no wiggle room anymore. Everybody knows where they're supposed to go. This kid, by the way, looks like Rakai. Literally looks like Rakai. I saw so many Rakai clones. I've never thought Rakai could have this many clones. I saw like 4 kids all together. They all look like Rakai. I don't know. This should be called the 4 Rakais because they were literally Rakai. It was Rakai, Makai, Dakai, Lakai, and Sakai. I'm so serious. It was crazy. I don't know how he did it. He was next to me. The next minute, he's standing on the other side of the line. And my mind was blown away. I was trying to figure out how he did that. But at the end of the day, there was no more wiggle room for me. So I should have followed him. I probably would have made it if I followed him. But at the end of the day, it was already grits. It was already grits for me. But anyways, I finally make it. The people that were in front of me, they didn't know where to go. They were saying they had to go left. It was right. And I wasn't going to tell them because, frankly, I was in a bad mood. All right. And they gave me attitude about a spot. What does it matter if you're more forward than more back? You're still 1,001 or 1,000. You know, it's the same thing, bro. It doesn't even matter, bro. I promise you, we're both not getting in. So they go left, I go right, slither up past a couple people that don't know where they're going because they're lost. A lot of confusion there, and I finally make it to the park where I was at again, but no friends this time. Just a guy wearing shoes with fish slippers. Shout out to him. This girl was eating ice in the corner. They were making her for ice. Can't lie, I was pretty hot, so I did ask for ice, but she said she was saving it for later. Promise you that shit was melted. And just kind of a few jokes bouncing around. Not to say, it's not my gang. It wasn't my gang. It wasn't my boys. So why would I care? Why would I care? But yeah, I'm just standing there. I'm waiting patiently. See a couple guys getting in, and I'm like, okay, this is the time. We're about to enter. We're about to go in. Everybody starts pushing up. Everybody starts pushing up, and I'm like, what's happening? What is happening? So, the mosh pit mind took over. I started rushing, trying to get in there. Then I realized I was on the other side of the fence. I was about to hop up, but some guy was like, hey, bro, calm down, man. Calm down, bro. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble. Right? Because at this point, we still thought the event was going on, so... And by the way, there's full semi-automatic pew-pews being held by cops on the other side of the street. So finally, I'm at the front. I hop in. Somebody opens the fence. Everybody gets in, and the cops are all like, "Dude, what are you doing? It's over." What do you mean it's over? What are you talking about? Why? Oh, State Farm shut it down. State Farm shut it down. I was so angry and upset. I didn't want to believe it. I thought it was another, ruse. I thought it was another, they were playing hooky with us. Nope. This one was real. Statement came out, and I just said, bro. Actually, I didn't even wait for the statement. Called my sister, she hanged up. I was begging to get out of there. Finally, I did. And I went to a hotel nearby to wait for the Uber so they could know where to find me, and sat down, and I just rolled the clip. I'm distraught. I'm sad. I'm defeated. I can't even fucking think straight right now, bro. I'm so fucking sad, bro. It's generally so, depressing. I can't even believe it, bro. This shit fucking sucks. Tyson had shut down the event, and I made a mistake. I was about to get in, and I didn't. I'm fucking just straight up cooked. I'm so disappointed in myself. I did the line again, and then it got shot down. I came all the way out here for nothing. I just want to go home. Yeah. Yeah, I was getting teary-eyed. I couldn't handle it. But like I said, it wasn't about Streamer University, or it wasn't about Kaisenat. It was about wasting my time and wasting other people's time, and I felt so ashamed of myself, and I felt like an idiot because I would have already been inside, but I wasted everything I had, and I made a dumb mistake by not just throwing the bag on the floor before the cops saw me, and all these things that just amounted to me just being so angry at myself. I was so angry at myself. My sister was also angry at me. She was cursing at me. My mom was angry at me. And I felt I think it was one of the first moments where I felt like alone in life, because I was truly alone. I was truly alone. It hurt, you know. Everything, all the support, everybody. I feel like I let everybody down. Anybody who's ever supported me, all of you guys that watched it, anybody who watches this video, you guys are my supporters. You guys support me from every way you can. People who log into my streams and watch, even though it's just me, it's just a FaceTime at that point. People who don't, my friends who donate and, you know, make me do silly things on live. All of you people that support me and everything, thank you so much for all the support I've ever had. But still, it was one of the worst moments, and honestly, I was so miserable. And I didn't have any internet either, so I couldn't Uber, I couldn't buy the ticket. My sister had to buy me the ticket. My mom had to order me the Uber. And as I get to the bus station, I get a water because I'm so dehydrated. I'm so thirsty. I was not about to go for the next 8 hours without a drink of water. By the way, I haven't ate anything since the fries and the bacon, egg and cheese bagel. So, but I'm not hungry. I wasn't hungry at all. I actually got home and I just, you know, like I got on the bus the whole time, 8 hours, never hungry. I wasn't hungry one time. I was just so sad. I got on the bus and I just sat there and I just cried. I got on the Uber and I cried. I was on the Uber before I got on the bus and I just cried. He was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah." W Uber, by the way, that guy was also 5 stars. I forgot to add it. I don't think I gave him the 5 stars. Shout out to that guy. And it was just so hard because a one-in-a-lifetime opportunity for like all of this for nothing. You know what it feels? I traveled more than 1,000 miles on this bus to get here and back, and I didn't accomplish anything. Nothing. But I did find a new sense of appreciation for the people around me, because if it wasn't for them, I never would have even been able to go over there. I mean, I guess it's not new because I've always had appreciation for them, but it just made me love them more, you know? Because without them, I could still be in Atlanta right now. I could really be in Atlanta, homeless. Whoever you know who Maria is, she called me and we were talking. She basically told me like at least I had experiences, which is true, but you know, I wanted more out of it. And I think, yes, we can be appreciative of experiences, but we can't settle. Settling is the death of everything. If you settle, you don't grow. Your mind doesn't expand, your brain doesn't grow. So don't settle. Even if you fail. Oh, okay, I failed. Well, I got experiences. No. Because I could have gotten a lot more. And I didn't. Am I upset? Yeah. Am I happy I'm home? Yeah, of course. Am I happy? Am I glad I did it? Ask me yesterday, probably would have told you no. Ask me today, I just got a killer YouTube video, so yeah. At least I got something out of it, you know? But you always want to strive for more. You always want to reach greatness. Nothing is certain in life but death, and we all gotta strive and we all gotta live our lives. And if anybody tells you not to do something, listen to them and then make your decision. But don't say that nobody helped you. Don't say that nobody tried to point you in a direction, because we all want things, but we don't know the magnitude of the thing we're trying to get. If I could turn back time, maybe I would have listened to my mom. And I say maybe because there was a lot of hardship, you know? I saw a lot of things, you know? And I still feel like I wasted my time and money, but maybe I still would have gone. Nah, I would have stayed home. Anyways, guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching this YouTube video. If you liked it, please show it in the comments. Show it in the bottom below where the thumbs up is, and you gotta hit it. You gotta hit it. You gotta hit it. Anyways, signing off. My friends just sent me a Fortnite gift. What is it? I promise you it's some bullshit. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Okay. I got another one. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I knew what it was already before I even clicked that button. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Expect new videos coming out soon. And tune into the streams, please. I love streaming. And you would love it too, if you were there.